came to Deep, I was all over the place. My behaviours were erratic, and I just didn't want to give anything. And it took me a few weeks to start to open up.
When I came to Deep, there was a lot of untreated issues that I've had over a period of years. You know, there was issues that I didn't necessarily address, you know, emotional baggage. So I came here with like an open mind.
When I came here, I was very broken. I knew it was going to be hard, challenging behaviours, etc.
And I could only ever get to 6-8 weeks maximum sober, and then I'd pick up a drink. But the Deep programme, I was absolutely amazed there. I really didn't think I'd get through it. I felt so safe in Deep.
Having certain behaviours challenged that I'd never even been told before. I got told I was aggressive, stubborn, resistant to change, all quite negative things really. Look at them in the context of my drinking and how it's keeping me trapped, how it's kept me trapped.
Looking at things that I've been denying for a lot of years, difficult working through them, but coming to the end of it was a sense of relief.
All the things that I used to be, that I wasn't in addiction: trustworthy, reliable, honest, caring, loving. That's me now, and it's good to find myself, because I know I used to be that person, but got lost along the way.
My life's a hell of a lot different. Mainly due to having my family back in my life and having a sense of freedom, not just in a physical sense, but like an emotional sense as well. Because due to doing Deep and stuff, I know that there's a better life for me.
You know, I've addressed certain issues that, you know, I've set me in good stead today. Relationship problems around family, friends, personal relationships. Because my experience tells me when I hit them hurdles, I go out and use.
It's been really tough actually. It's been a long 12 weeks. It's been really tough, but now I feel so much better. I feel like I can cope with things better. I'd recommend it to anyone because it's helped me massively. The difference from when I first came in to now.
I nearly walked out maybe 3 times, but something kept saying to me, come back to your next crew, you know, you're going home now, give your head a rest, and then, but it done me the world of good.
I feel, I've accepted my past and dealt with it. I feel a lot happier, I feel a lot healthier, things are coming back into my life. So it's all positive.
And I don't blame no one else for it anymore, and that's thanks to the Deep programme, because it was always somebody else's problem. It was always somebody else's fault. I was the way I was. Do you know what I mean? It's no one's fault. It's just. I'm trying to find the right words. It's just the result of my own selfishness and my own addiction. It's nobody else's fault. It's but my own.
The biggest thing was having my attitudes challenged. I'm not very good at handling criticism at all, but I felt that within Deep it was a constructive arena. They call it feedback, don't they, rather than criticism. But yeah, it's been the most beneficial thing for me, really. A lot of mixed emotions, really, that I've not really uncovered, because I think since I've done drugs and alcohol, I've just suppressed my feelings. I haven't really had a chance to look at them kind of things. Sad, painful, but it just brought it out of me really and gave me a chance to look at what pain I had caused.
When I was using, I was just constantly lying, making excuses, having to go over what I'd done and trying to cover things up, and it's just like carrying a ball and chain around with you all the time, and you forget what you've said, you forget what lies you've told, and you've got to go back and make up more lies to cover, and it just becomes so draining, and it makes you feel terrible. You know, in here you just feel awful.
I can accept responsibility as well. You know what I mean? I'm no longer running away from me. That's what I realised on Deep. The only thing that I was running away from was myself. I'm facing up to the stuff I had done and the reasons that I'd done them.
And today, Deep's given me a springboard to an understanding that if I talk about those issues, if I express them with my closest allies, you know, I can get through this rather than picking up. Picking up isn't the solution for me today.
Before, I just thought by covering everything up and hiding it was gonna help me to just deal with life. And now, knowing that I can actually talk and I can open up to people, and it's not wrong to cry and it's not wrong to get angry and upset. It's just a lot easier to just live life.
The actual process of it all gave me confidence to be able to voice how I felt in life.
My children, my family, a lot of old friends, very good friends that I lost through my addiction are starting to get back in touch with me now. I feel no feeling, you can't describe the feeling, it's just unbelievable. The way the kids are with me is totally different. They're a lot happier, they're a lot closer, you know, they're always giving me loves. My mum's happier, you know, she can sleep at nights now.
Well, my son's 26. It's the alcohol that ruined my relationship with him. And I lost him, didn't want to know. Changed his number, wouldn't give me his number, deleted me on Facebook. When I came on the DEEP programme, I slowly got in touch with my brothers and my sister. And unbeknownst to myself, they were in contact with Benjamin, and they were telling Benjamin his dad's in a programme, he's looking really well, he's getting clean. He picked me up and phoned me up on a private number. He picked the phone up, called me on a private number, withheld his number. I didn't push him. I said, well, I hope to hear from you again. And he called back a month later, and then in November, he phoned me up again off his real number. He says, it's about time, I think it's about time you met your grandchildren. So, whoa, that was a big moment.
So I've still got quite a long way to go, but I've come an awful long way as well. I mean, before I was going into detox, I'd lost the ability to speak, I developed a stammer, I had no short-term memory, I had malnutrition, I was covered in bruises, broken bones, no work. I wasn't able to work, I wasn't fit to work. My eyesight improved, my physical health improved. I had bones as thin as an 80-year-old, that's improved. My memory's coming back. I can speak, and now I can't shut up.
I feel free. I feel like I've got, I've got tools now, and if I'm in certain situations, I can deal with things better. I've got the will to live. I've got family, friends, NA friends, AA friends. I've got a good support network, and I know that I'm not alone.
Seeing family and stuff, it becomes an absolute pleasure. It doesn't feel like a chore. And there's no weight kind of on top of me. It just feels very light and genuine, and I can sit and talk honestly with my family now, and I haven't got that agenda that I had before.
My son's called Thierry. He's 12 years old. The ring that I have here today signifies my son. When my son was born, I used to call him a little flower, and this is why I wear this ring. It brings happy memories to me. So even if times are not so great, I just take it and look at it, and I'm all right. Today I'm okay with that.
I'm a mum now. I only have contact for 4 hours, but I feel like I'm a mum to her instead of just throwing money at her and toys at her and holidays at her. I'm actually present in the moment, and I can enjoy the time we spend together. I'm not thinking about where I'm going to get my next fix and trying to get her off to bed so I can have it. I'm thinking, when's the next time I'm going to see her, because I can't wait to see her again.
My children learn me so much that I never had as a child. But I think I kept wanting to block that out, and I just knew I loved my children. And I can look at Helen and Ben today, and they idolise each other. And I wish it had been like that with my brothers and sisters. but I can't change that.
I was given it from my auntie, this object, and it's actually the Serenity Prayer, and it belongs to my grandmother. My grandmother died when I was 17 years of age, and I think that's when things started to go really downhill with me. And the statement on it is, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So I know, you know what I mean, that she's looking down on me somewhere, you know, knowing that she got a grandson back. You know, a grandchild came back. And that means a lot to me, that. A hell of a lot.
This was given to me by my father, and then I lost him 17 or 18 years ago, and I've not taken it off since. And I find myself, I've probably just done it now, when I think about him, or I think about family, I find myself doing this. And it's just a nice way for me to remember, but also it's not necessarily just connected to my dad and my great uncle, but it's just a family token. So it just reminds me of that, and that's been with me all through deep. I think I had days where I'd be sat in there turning this frantically, and the counsellor would say, "What are you doing? Why do you keep doing that?" And that's why. So that's one of the most valuable objects that I have.
When I was in week 2 on Deep, we had a visitor come into the room called Tracy. She introduced herself as part of the work company, and she talked a little bit about a course that they were running in conjunction with people that was abstinent, and it was called Focus and Fly. I went for an interview in December, got the job, just signed up for a BSL course to help people who've got deaf and mute people, like if they want to get into treatment and they can't because they can't communicate well, then I want to do that. That's where I see myself in 5 years' time.
Yeah, this is my son, Jaden. He's 11. This is my daughter, Demi, who's 12. When I went to jail in 2015, they had to go in care, so I thought I'd lost them. And then it's getting out of jail, coming to here and finding out that I haven't lost them. But the only reason I haven't lost them is because I'm doing what I'm doing.
To be honest, I'm still in quite an emotionally abusive relationship, so I'm really struggling with kind of certain aspects of my self-worth. But I value my health, my ability to make my own decisions, which I lost completely because I had to go and even live by myself. I was that poorly. Value being alive, which I didn't for a long time, and I want to be alive for a lot longer.
I've got a sense of freedom. I have a freedom of choice, freedom to express myself in the correct way, whereas before I never did that.
My answer, my solution is no longer in drugs or alcohol, because I can always trace my relapses back to dishonesty. So I try to remain as honest as possible, whether it be how I'm feeling or stuff that I've got going on for me. But it's an ongoing process.
I want to give gratitude back to Acorn Recovery for encouraging me to finish my DEEP programme. But I have to continue what I've learned and move on and go forward from there. And I believe in my own heart today I can.
I was using for a reason, and looking at them reasons and shutting the doors behind me and dealing with it and accepting it, it's like it's made me a different person, and I just feel better. I feel my life's a whole lot better than what it has been for the past 30 years. So, really proud of it.
Met a lot of good friends through the DEEP programme. A lot of friends, yeah, a few in particular. Because they know an awful lot about you, you know an awful lot about them, and it stays in there, do you know what I mean? It doesn't come out of there, and that's special.
I haven't got that agenda that I had before, because everything previously was kind of geared around me either getting money some way or getting sympathy. There was always an angle. I wouldn't have done anything nice for anyone without an ulterior motive or an agenda, and that's changed now. My only agenda is I want to spend time with the family genuinely. And it's very new to me, that, and it's a lovely feeling.
The person you see today is a happy person, a positive person, a strong person, and a person that is willing to do whatever it takes to stay on this journey.
It's the best feeling in the world, really is. Got me all emotional again now. Yeah, it's fantastic.
I'm looking for freedom.